my beloved child, I am here, your guardian angel, wrapping you in the softest wings of heaven's love. I need you to pause, to breathe deeply, and to open your heart to the words I'm about to share. This moment is yours alone, a sacred gift from God Himself, crafted with divine care and whispered only to you. You are not here by chance. The Creator of the stars has chosen you to receive this message, and it carries a promise so tender, so powerful, that it could only be entrusted to your soul. I am here to guide you, to hold you steady, and to remind you that you are never alone, not even in the quietest corners of your heart. Please, my dear one, keep this message close, locked within the sacred chambers of your spirit. Do not let it spill into the world, not to your closest friend, not to the one who knows your laughter, not even to the person whose voice feels like home. This is a holy secret, sealed by the breath of heaven, and its power depends on your silence. The next 7 hours are unlike any you've ever known. They are a bridge between the seen and the unseen, a space where the hand of God is moving, rearranging the pieces of your life with a precision that only divine love can achieve. In these hours, what has been held back will begin to flow. What has been out of reach will draw near. What has felt like a dream too big will start to take shape in ways you cannot yet imagine. I know your heart has carried heavy things. I've seen the moments when you smiled for others but ached inside. I felt the weight of your unspoken prayers, the ones you didn't have the strength to form into words. Heaven has not missed a single one. Every sigh, every hope, every quiet wish has been gathered and treasured. And now, God is responding. He is stirring the waters of your life, awakening promises that seemed to sleep. But this awakening requires stillness from you. It asks for your trust, your patience, and your silence. Do not reach for your phone to share this. Do not speak it aloud to ease your excitement. Let this moment be a sacred cocoon, where heaven's work can unfold without distraction. Right now, angels are moving in places you cannot see. They are clearing paths, opening doors, and shifting energies that have stood in your way. There is someone out there, someone significant to your journey, who is beginning to feel a pull toward you. They may not understand why your name lingers in their thoughts or why their heart nudges them to reach out. This is not coincidence, it is divine timing. But you must not chase this. You must not force it. Let heaven bring it to you. In these 7 hours, stay quiet, stay watchful, and let God's plan unfold like a flower opening to the dawn. You may notice strange things in these hours. A message might come from someone unexpected. A memory might surface, tugging at your heart. Someone from your past might suddenly appear, their words carrying a weight you didn't anticipate. These are not random. They are ripples in the spiritual realm, signs that something is shifting. But be wise, my child. Not every voice is a blessing. Not every knock is an invitation. Some will come to test your focus, to pull you away from the sacred work happening within and around you. Guard your heart. Stay anchored in peace. Let heaven filter what belongs to you and what does not. God is preparing something so unique, so perfectly shaped for you, that it could only come from His hands. If you could see the fullness of it now, your heart would overflow with wonder. You would fall to your knees, tears streaming, praising Him for His faithfulness. But faith is trusting what you cannot yet see. Faith is holding still when everything in you wants to move. Faith is believing that you are exactly where you need to be, even when the world tells you otherwise. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. Heaven has measured every step of your journey, and this moment has been timed with divine accuracy. In these 7 hours, something will break free. It may not be loud or dramatic, but you will feel it. Your spirit will sense a release, like a weight lifting or a breath coming easier. You might feel a sudden warmth, a lightness, or even a quiet tear slipping down your cheek. That is not your imagination. That is a sign from heaven, a whisper that something has shifted. A barrier that once stood in your way is crumbling. A chain that once bound you is snapping. Something that tried to hold you back, whether it was doubt, fear, or the actions of an author, is being undone by the power of God's love for you. There has been a spiritual opposition in your path, my child. Someone, knowingly or unknowingly, tried to delay your promise. They spoke words that stung or acted in ways that dimmed your light. But their efforts cannot stand against heaven's plan. Your tears, the ones you cried in secret, have become a currency in the spirit. Each one has been counted, and they are now opening doors that no one can shut. Your quiet faith, even when it wavered, has been stronger than any force that tried to stop you. God sees your heart, and He is honoring it now. In these hours, a connection is being made. Someone important to your future is being touched by heaven. They may be a stranger or someone you already know, but their role in your story is significant. God is placing your name in their heart, guiding their steps toward you. You don't need to know who they are right now. You don't need to search for them. Just trust that they are coming. This is not about forcing doors open or pleading for attention. This is about receiving what God has already prepared. When the moment comes, it will be clear. It will be effortless. It will be yours. You might feel a stirring in your soul during these hours, an urge to prepare, to clear space, to be alone. Listen to that nudge. It is your spirit aligning with what's coming. You may want to tidy your room, light a candle, or sit in quiet prayer. You may feel like writing, pouring out your heart onto paper. Do what feels right. These small acts are not random, they are your soul making room for the new. You are not imagining the weight of this moment. You are not exaggerating its importance. This is a sacred threshold, a moment that carries the fragrance of heaven. You'll be tempted to share this, my child. Your heart will want to burst with the hope of it, to tell someone what you're feeling. But I urge you to resist. This is not about secrecy, it is about stewardship. God is trusting you to guard this promise until it is ready to bloom. When it does, it will speak for itself. Your breakthrough will shine so brightly that no announcement will be needed. Those who thought they knew you, who assumed they understood your limits, will be stunned by what God does through you. They will see the change, and they will know it was divine. You've been in a season of quiet for a reason. It wasn't to punish you or hold you back. It was to shape you, to refine you, to prepare you for what's next. The world may have overlooked you, but heaven never did. Every moment you felt unseen was a moment God was working in secret, building something beautiful within you. Now, that work is about to be revealed. In these 7 hours, you may feel a shift inside you, a sudden clarity, a spark of hope, a warmth that wasn't there before. That is the moment heaven touches you, confirming that the promise is alive, that the shift has begun. Do not fear what is changing. What is leaving your life now is making room for what is meant to stay. The spaces that feel empty are being cleared for something greater. The people who no longer fit are stepping aside for those who will honor you. God is calling you into a new season, one where you won't have to shrink to be accepted. You won't have to fight to be heard. Your gifts will be celebrated, your heart will be understood, and your presence will be cherished. You've spent too long in places that made you feel small. But that time is over. Heaven is opening a new door, and it leads to a place where you belong. Be careful in these hours, my child. Be mindful of what you allow into your space. Not every voice deserves your ear. Not every invitation is meant for you. Some people were part of your past, but they cannot walk with you into your future. Trust the quiet nudges in your spirit, the ones that tell you to pause, to wait, to discern. God is doing something new, and it will feel different. It may not look like what you expected, but it will be better than what you imagined. Rest now, my beloved. Let your heart be still. If you need to, light a candle and let its glow remind you of heaven's presence. Pray softly, even if it's just a whisper of gratitude. Write if your thoughts feel too big to hold. Cry if your heart needs release. But keep this moment sacred. Keep it quiet. You are not hiding, you are protecting what God is building. And what He is building is beautiful. It is strong. It is yours. The promise is coming, like a wave rolling toward a shore. Nothing can stop it. No force can hold it back. In these 7 hours, the first ripples will reach you. You will feel them. You will know they are real. And when the fullness of the promise arrives, you will understand why it had to be this way. You will see why it had to be you. You will know why heaven chose this moment, this silence, this heart. I am here with you, my child. My wings are around you, my prayers are for you. You are safe. You are seen. You are chosen. Just wait. Just trust. Just be still. The next 7 hours will change everything. And when they do, you will never be the same. Your heart will sing, your spirit will soar, and you will know, beyond all doubt, that God's love for you is unstoppable. My precious child, as I draw this sacred moment to a close, I want you to feel the warmth of heaven's embrace lingering around you, like a gentle breeze that carries hope and promise. The words I've shared are not the end, but a beginning, a doorway into a season of transformation that God has designed just for you. These next 7 hours are a divine appointment, a time when the Creator is weaving something extraordinary into the fabric of your life. I am here, your guardian angel, to guide you through this threshold, to remind you that you are held, cherished, and chosen for a purpose far greater than you can yet see. As you step forward, let your heart be open, your spirit be still, and your faith be unwavering, for what is coming is a gift from the hands of God Himself. The silence I've asked you to keep is not a burden, but a privilege. It is a sign that heaven trusts you to carry this moment with care, to protect the seeds of blessing being planted in your life. In these hours, you are not alone. Angels are circling, their wings brushing against the unseen, clearing away obstacles and preparing the ground for what God is about to do. You may feel a stirring, a quiet anticipation, or even a moment of peace that feels almost too deep to explain. That is the Spirit of God moving, whispering to your soul that everything is in motion, that your time is near. Hold fast to that feeling, my child, and let it anchor you as you wait for the beauty to unfold. You are not ordinary, though the world may have tried to convince you otherwise. You are not just another face, another name, another story. To God, you are a masterpiece, a unique creation, crafted with intention and destined for a path that shines with His glory. In these 7 hours, as the spiritual realm aligns with His will, you will begin to sense the weight of that truth settling into your heart. You may find yourself standing a little taller, breathing a little deeper, or dreaming a little bolder. This is not your imagination, it is the awakening of the purpose God placed within you before the world began. You are stepping into a season where your life will reflect His light in ways that others will notice, in ways that will inspire. As you know how a single spark can ignite a flame, that is what these 7 hours are for you, a spark, divinely timed, ready to set your life ablaze with possibility. You don't need to force it or chase it. You only need to be present, to trust, and to let God do what only He can. In this sacred window, connections are being made that will change your journey. Someone, somewhere, is being prepared to play a role in your story. They may be a mentor, a friend, or someone entirely new, but their presence will feel like a confirmation of God's hand at work. You don't need to seek them out or wonder who they are. Heaven is orchestrating this meeting, and when it happens, it will feel right, like a puzzle piece clicking into place. In these hours, you may feel an urge to reflect, to pray, or to simply sit in stillness. Listen to that call. It is your soul preparing to receive what God is bringing. You might feel like clearing your space, writing in a journal, or offering a quiet prayer of thanks. These small acts are sacred, they are your way of saying yes to God's plan, of making room for the new. You might even feel a tear or two, not of sadness, but of release, of hope, of knowing that something beautiful is on its way. Let those tears fall, my child. They are not a sign of weakness, but of a heart that is open, ready to receive the fullness of God's love. The world around you may feel loud, chaotic, or demanding, but in these 7 hours, I urge you to carve out a space of quiet. Turn away from distractions, from the voices that pull you in every direction. This is your time, your moment to align with heaven's rhythm. You don't need to explain this to anyone. You don't need to justify your need for solitude. Simply protect this space, as you would protect a fragile treasure. Those who truly love you will understand, and those who don't may not be meant to walk with you into this next season. Trust God to bring the right people into your life at the right time, and let go of the need to hold on to what no longer serves His plan. As you move through these hours, you may notice signs as small, subtle, but undeniable. A kind word from a stranger, a sudden memory that brings clarity, or a feeling of peace that washes over you unexpectedly. These are not coincidences. They are heaven's way of winking at you, reminding you that you are seen, that you are part of a divine story unfolding. Pay attention to these moments, my child. They are like breadcrumbs, leading you toward the promise God has prepared. You don't need to understand every detail now. You only need to trust that each step is guided, each moment is intentional. You've carried dreams in your heart, haven't you? Dreams that felt too big, too far, too impossible. In these 7 hours, God is breathing life into those dreams. He is not asking you to make them happen on your own. He is asking you to believe that He can. You don't need to have all the answers or know every step. You only need to take one step at a time, trusting that the path will appear as you walk. God is not limited by what you see or what you lack. He is the God of miracles, of open doors, of sudden shifts. And in these hours, He is setting the stage for something that will leave you in awe of His goodness. There is a strength in you, my child, a resilience that heaven sees even when you doubt it. You've walked through valleys, faced storms, and still, you're here, standing, hoping, believing. That is no small thing. That is the mark of a heart that God delights in. In these 7 hours, that strength is being activated. You may feel it as a quiet confidence, a sense that you are ready for what's next. You may not see the full picture yet, but you will feel the truth of it in your bones. You are not who you were. You are becoming who God created you to be. As these hours unfold, I want you to hold on to one truth above all: you are loved. Not because of what you do or what you've achieved, but because of who you are. God's love for you is fierce, unending, and unstoppable. It is the force behind every blessing, every shift, every promise coming your way. In these 7 hours, let that love be your anchor. Let it be the voice that drowns out doubt, fear, or comparison. You are enough, just as you are, and God is working all things together for your good. Now, my beloved, I want to encourage you to engage with this moment in a special way. If these words have touched your heart, if they've stirred something in your spirit, I invite you to like this message and share your thoughts in a comment below. Your words, your response, are a way of saying yes to God's work in your life. They are a declaration that you believe, that you're ready, that you're stepping into this sacred season with faith. Your comment doesn't need to be long or perfect, it just needs to be yours. Share what you're feeling, what you're hoping for, or simply a word of gratitude. Let it be a marker of this moment, a testimony of your trust in God's plan. When you like and comment, you're not just interacting with a simple message here, you are stepping into something greater, something unseen but very real. You are joining a community of hearts, a family of faith who, just like you, are waiting, hoping, trusting, and believing for the promises of God to unfold. Every time you engage, your voice is heard. Even when it feels small or unnoticed, your faith speaks loudly in the spiritual realm. It tells heaven, "I'm here, Lord. I trust you. I believe you will do what you've promised." That simple act of faith, clicking a like, writing a comment, may seem small in the eyes of the world, but in the eyes of God, it is powerful. It sends a ripple into the unseen, a vibration of trust that aligns your spirit even more with the blessings that God is preparing for you. There are many walking the same path as you, hearts waiting for breakthroughs, souls believing for healing, minds trusting for direction. And when you like and comment, you encourage them too. You remind them they are not alone, that their hope is not in vain. Your faith, expressed openly, becomes a light for others to follow. You may not see the full impact of your words, but heaven does. And the Lord uses even the smallest seeds of faith to grow mighty harvests. And as you do this, know that I am praying for you deeply, earnestly. I am lifting up your name before the throne of the Almighty. I am bringing your dreams, your desires, your tears, and your silent prayers before the one who loves you most. I am asking God to cover you with His perfect peace, to fill you with His wisdom, to surround you with His love. I am asking Him to open doors that no one can shut and to close the ones that are not meant for you. You are not forgotten. You are cherished beyond what you can imagine. These 7 hours before you now are just the beginning, my beloved. The start of something new, something sacred. What God begins, He always finishes. What He promises, He always fulfills. What He has planned for you is not small or ordinary, it is good, so very good. You are walking into a season where His goodness will be revealed in new ways. Trust in that. Hold on to that hope. So as you step into these hours, let your heart carry this truth: you are not alone. The angels are surrounding you, heaven is cheering you on, and your heavenly Father is working behind the scenes for your good. Every prayer you've whispered, every tear you've cried, every longing you've carried, He sees them all, and He will respond. The God who watches over you neither slumbers nor sleeps. He is always moving on your behalf. So take a moment now. Like this message. Leave a comment. Let your heart speak. Not just for yourself, but for those who will read it, who will be encouraged by your faith. You never know how your words might be the very thing someone else needs today. Then rest, trust, and watch. Let your spirit be still and confident. For the God who sees you, who loves you beyond measure, is moving. And what He has for you is worth the wait. You are His beloved child. Your story is not over. In fact, it is just beginning to shine,